Hey everyone, I'm Heinz and welcome to my channel. And in today's video, we'll be looking at the BF News Trader EA by FX Automator. This expert advisor or Forex robot uses pending orders around high importance news events to capture high volatility moves in the Forex market. However, before we begin with this expert advisor, I'm going to ask you for a quick favor. Please take a moment to hit the like button on this video and subscribe to my channel. So what we are going to do first is we are going to take a look at the information and how the strategy works and exactly what is involved with the BF News Trader EA or expert advisor. To do this, we are going to go to the MQL5 marketplace and examine some of the key features about the expert advisor. Now, it was released in 2020 and currently has a 4.25 rating, and the 8 reviews predominantly look very positive, so I decided to do some more research about this EA. Now, it was published on the 13th of May 2020 and it's created by Lancharas Crosstairs or FX Automators. Now, it is a free or complementary tool for trading high impact news events. However, we can expect problems during these high volatility times, including increases in spread, execution delays, and slippage. This means it is important that you use a highly reputable broker for testing this expert advisor. Now, the EA features both a semi-automated and fully automated modes, so we'll expose both of these features in a second. On top of this, it uses a precise time filter and high spread detection because that can be associated with these high volatility events. Additionally, you can use a single order entry or multiple cascade modes and exit via the trailing stop or the backtick detection mode. On top of this, it supports multiple currency pairs with set files for the Euro USD, GBP USD, USD CAD, USD Yen, and GBP USD. Now, the founder at FX Automator Launcher and Crustes has 24 signals available and has a very good rating of 4.3. He also has 24 different expert advisors with 4 indicators and over 11 years information. The next thing that I did is I went to their website to see some of the other robots and free Forex robots that they have available on their website. So you'll see under Forex robots, there are multiple different ones depending on what type of trader you are, including the pro version of the robot that we're featuring today. On top of this, they have 3 expert advisors categorized into 4 different types. We have our 2 train bots, which is the MACD trained and the PUD trained power bot, the BF News Trader that we're looking at today, the Flex Recovery EA, which is a counter trend strategy, and then the Bollinger Bands Tunnel Scalper. If we take a closer look at the information on the MQL5 marketplace, we can also see that there's a blog post featured that provides the 5 different set files for the expert advisor. On top of that, they give us an introduction into the free categories of settings that are available for the EA. Firstly, we have our risk management options, which includes the fixed money management and also an auto lot option. Then under general settings, it includes the slippage, the maximum spread, the magic number, and the trailing start and stop, which I used as my exit parameters. Now, on top of this, we also see the options for our pending orders, including what happens on initialization of the bot and also when to close the bot. You can also manually set the trade direction or leave it on both, which is currently set at 0. Then we have the option of adding additional options, but for my forward testing, I only used a single order at a time. So next, let's head to my MetaTrader terminal and take a look at some of the results that I've generated with this expert advisor. Now, I used from the 10th of January until the 10th of December on the Euro USD and the M1 time frame. Now, the first one that I tested was using one of the set files created. However, after testing it live, I saw that I needed to make some adjustments. The adjustments that I made included in changing under the risk management options the auto-lop options from 0 to 1.5. Then under the pending order settings, I also increased the delete after seconds. I wanted the pending order to stay in the market for a little bit longer, so I decided to increase that as well. I will have these 5 set files available on the Google Drive if you are interested in testing them, but for now we're just going to focus on the Euro USD. The other change that I made is delete after seconds, so I increased that from 5 seconds to 60 seconds to give it a little bit more time in the market. Now, the way that the semi-automated bot works is you have free time slots that you can choose, or you can use the ones suggested by the author. Now, this is according to your broker server time, so it is important that you adjust them according to your specific news events. On default or for the set file, it is set to 15:29 or 3:29, at 4:59, and at 8:59. Now, if we take a look at the graph generated by these settings, you will notice because I'm trading the 1 minute time frame, I have a very low accuracy rate. So this made me decide to take a forward test for the bot as well. So from this short little test, we'll see we've made over 9% return on the 10K account over the period from January until December. And it works by placing 2 pending orders, a buy stop and a sell stop, and then deleting them if they aren't triggered. Once a trade is triggered, it then uses a trailing stop to manage the trade. Now, the total net profit that we'll see was $901.10 with a relative drawdown of only 0.74%. It won a total of 74.77% on average win of 4 consecutive wins with an average loss of 2 trades in a row. Now, if we see these results, they do look impressive. However, with such a low modeling quality, I decided to do some forward testing as well. Now, for our first example, I chose the German retail sales, which was at 9 a.m. according to my broker server time. And I used the set files for the Euro USD, the USD CAD, and the AUD USD. However, for the Euro USD and USD CAD, I adjusted the first trade entry to be at 9 o'clock. And what you will notice, it uses the pending order distance from the current price to place both a buy stop and a sell stop for the Euro USD and the USD CAD, which were the two that I changed. This means the bot can be used as both fully automated and semi-automated. Now, this was a low impact news event and it didn't reach our entry. So what happens when it doesn't reach your entry? For my settings, after 60 seconds, it deletes the pending order. On top of this, you will also see that we have a stop loss for each trade. This means you can accurately determine the risk that you want for each different lot size, depending on how much you want to risk for your own personal preferences. So from this example, you'll see that we have 4 pending orders that have been placed just before the market news announcement at 9 a.m. However, for this example, none of them were triggered, so after 60 seconds, all of these orders have been deleted. So no harm, no foul, and the bot continues on up to trading to its next time slot. Now, if you want to change it during these times, you can simply go under the properties of the expert advisor and you will see that I'm using the same set file with the small adjustment that we were using before. The only change being the delete after seconds that I increased to 60 seconds. Now, add distance is used for if you want to use a multiple cascade order. So what we are going to do next is we are going to adjust the settings for our next major news event, which will be NFP at 3:30. Now, to do this, what we are going to do is under the settings for the two ones that I've already changed, we are going to update them to enter the order at 15:29, which will be our first trade entry, and then again at 4:59, which will be our second entry time. With this bot, you have the option of placing three different time slots. However, the Pro version can do it automatically. So if you're interested in learning more about the Pro version, make sure to check that out as well. Now, the same that we just did, changing the trading times for the Euro USD on the 1 minute time frame, we are going to repeat that process for the USD CAD. You will notice that this set file does have different entry conditions, so if you want to test it, make sure to download it from the Google Drive. Now following the same principle as before, so that this one can also trade during the NFP and Canadian unemployment, I've changed the times back to follows. So these will be the three times that I will be using for my fully automated testing. Now, our first trades were an example of using it as a semi-automated strategy where we went in and changed the times for a news event that was coming up. Our next example is using the settings from the different set files available from the offer and looking at a major time, which is both the New York market open and the NFP Canadian unemployment news event. Now, this event is going to have the potential to be a high volatility event, meaning there might be big moves or a lot of pips in a very small amount of time. Now, following the same principles as before, all I have done is I have set the expert advisor with the set files that have been adjusted on the three different charts. And what we'll see is that the expert advisor has placed 6 pending orders. This means it has placed a buy stop and sell stop according to the pending order distance above each of the trades. And you'll see we have the event that has launched, and immediately we see a massive bearish move on both the AUD USD and Euro USD pairs, which means we are running in a profit. On top of that, the opposite has happened on the USD CAD, meeting a large bearish move. However, because of the difference in spread, which is the difference between the silver and red line, we see that the USD CAD was running in the negative. Now, the way that the BF News Trader EA exits the trade, we have two different options. You can either use the distance in reverse and pips, meaning if you have the opposite move, it will close it, or I am using a very aggressive trailing stop. The very aggressive trailing stop might mean that I might lose some of the bigger moves. However, I'm able to get in and out of a trade very, very quickly. In the Euro USD example, you'll see that we secured 30 pips in a very matter of 1 minute candle. Now, if we see the last trade that is running is on the USD CAD, which was a little bit slower in the move out today. However, we are already running a very nice profit, and it will now be exit again via using our trailing stop option. Now, guys, let me know what your thoughts about the spot are. I've seen after making these changes that it's able to enter a lot more trades, so I have changed it from that default of 5 seconds to running for 60 seconds before deleting the order. On top of this, what I've noticed from my forward testing as the spot is going to need a very reputable broker, so I chose FTMO for the examples that I was using. On top of this, it is running on my VPS, meaning I have a very low latency to avoid excessive delays before entering the trade. Now you'll see we have a small pullback on the USD CAD, which could potentially exit our trade. And this could be the problem because we're not capturing the overall bigger moves, but just these short birds getting in and out of the trades. So for the best results, it's recommended that you use a VPS or virtual private server that is located close to your broker so that you can have a low latency. On top of this, I recommend using an ECN or RAW or Pro account with a low spread where you rather pay commissions. With that, I want to say thank you for watching and I hope that you enjoyed the video. Until next time, happy trading. Bye.